Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna work on another bezel. As you can see, I decided to split all my bezels into its numbers. So just to remind you, number one bezel was a Rivoli, and it was quite a fancy one, but I will cover this in a simple payout stitch as well. The number two was the Baguettes. They're like really pretty. I have to make more of these in different colors because for my baguettes at the time I just had pink, but I have all sorts of colors in my shop now. So I have to make sure I have several of different colors as well here bezeled. And then for the third one we had a tile, this square tile, also open back. There is no foil at the back, so you don't really have to close it. For the fourth one we did this tile. It's a 15 by 15 tile. Also you can find them in my shop, and look how gorgeous they are. Comes out really nicely. And today we're just gonna make a quick one on how to bezel 8mm beads, because in the next tutorial I want to show you how to make this percentage ring using two types of bezels and an eternity ring. This tutorial is gonna be quite fun because it's just basically playing Legos, putting things together. We're not gonna do much beading, it's just putting things together at certain places to achieve this result. So today we're just gonna have a quick tutorial on how to bezel 8mm beads, and then after that they're just, you know, spread out, but I don't know in which order I will make them. I have this tile I have to cover because I'm planning to make a bracelet with this one, and then I have 10mm pearls that I have a project for as well. Then this is a Rivoli, but this one is a simple payout stitch to cover the back as well in case you're using the one that has a foil in the back. And then this is chaton. And then there is another huge tile. I have no idea what am I gonna do with this tile because it is so big. Someone suggested to use it as a paperweight, I think, but I think I might use it as a pendant as well because it's just gorgeous. I want to incorporate it in different things. And then this one, I don't know if I will cover this because these beads are, I don't really like it, to be honest. I thought to make use of these beads, I think they're called lampwork beads. I wasn't a very big fan of them, so I thought to bezel it, but even in the bezel it doesn't really look nice, so we'll see. If you want, I'll cover it. Let me know if you want. If not, I'll just skip it because they're not easy to find in the market either, and I don't have them in my shop, so we'll see how it goes. So today we're just gonna cover this 8mm beads. Let's get rid of the rest. So in 8mm beads here, I used pearls. So they're just round pearls, and then I used 8mm. This is 8mm fire polish, so you can see it's not exactly round. Fire polish, even though they're called round, they're like more barrel shape. And then here I just used, I don't know if you can really see what's going on here. It's basically a faceted round bead, and it's a vintage bead I had from my recycling project. So today, to be able to show you what I'm doing, I'm gonna use white pearl, 8mm pearl. Then I'm gonna use this Delicus, the code is 656. And then I'm gonna use Toho 50No. You can use Miyuki, it doesn't really matter. This one code is 22B 50No. And then beading needle, size 10. You're gonna need a stop bead, scissors, and a thread. I'm gonna be using this Nymo size B. So I'm gonna thread my needle with a really short thread. I'm gonna take about two feet, but even that is super long, but I just want to be comfortable. And then we'll get to work. So I thread my needle. I'm gonna pick up the stop bead. I'm gonna leave a really short tail that I just can sew in later into my work, and then take my needle through that stop bead one more time, and then second time, just to be sure it stays in place. And then I'm gonna pick up my pearl, drop it down, pick up 11 Delicus, and then see where my pearl is, come back around the pearl, that's how it looks like, and pick up 11 more Delicus. And then here I am, come back through that pearl one more time through the other side. Here you go. Here we are. And then just go around all the Delicus, connecting them, because at the ends they're not really connected between each other. So I'm just gonna go around. Don't mind that stop bead, we'll remove it at the end. So now that it's connected, I'm gonna hold it like so. It's just easier for me like this way. And then basically we're gonna do period stitch. Pick up one delicate. See where my thread's coming out of? You skip one bead and go through the next one. Like so. Pick up a delicate. See where my thread coming out? Skip the next delicate and go through the one after. And just lay it next to the bead there, see? Your period's forming. Pick up a delicate. Skip one bead, go through the next one. Like so. Pick up a delicate. See where it's coming? Skip one bead, go through the next. Pick up a delicate. Skip one bead, go through the next. Like so. Pick up a delicate. Again, skip one bead, go through the next. Like so. Pick up a delicate. Skip one bead, go through the next. Pick up a delicate. Skip one bead, go through the next. Let it lie to the next to the bead there, so it's easier to come around again, like so. Pick up a delicate, skip one bead, go through the next. Pick up a delicate, skip one bead, go through the next. And then the last bead in this row, pick up a delicate, skip one bead and go through the last remaining single delicate there. So you have your first 3 rows done. Now you step up by going through this bead here, through this delicate. Now what I do on this side, you're just gonna repeat on the second side yourself. So here it's pretty easy. I'm gonna add 1 row of delicate and 1 row of 50 now. So I'm gonna pick up a delicate. From now on it's very easy. You just go through the sticking out beads. There. See, it's pretty easy. You just add 1 delicate between each of those sticking out delicates. I just love the simplicity of period stitch. So many things you can do with it. All the way around until we finish this row. And the last one in this row. See where you're coming, you skip 1 bead and go through the last one here. And then you step up to the next delicate. And then once you added 1 row of delicates, add 1 row of 50 knots. So pick up 50 knot Toho or Miyuki you're using, go through the next sticking out delicate. Like so. Pick up a 50 knot, go through the next sticking out delicate. Pick up a 50 knot, go through the next sticking out delicate. And just repeat until the very end, until you make 1 circle. 2 more beads left. And the last one. And then that's it. Look, you've added all the 50 no's. So that's how it looks on one side. So you have to basically repeat the same thing on the other side. Add 1 row of delicates and then 1 row of 50 no's. And all you do to get there is just go through the beads. And then you're on this side. So add 1 row of period with delicates, 1 row of period with 50 no's. And then get rid of the tails. I realized I have this stop bead, so I don't know if all of you know how to get through that. So I'm gonna show you. All I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna loosen it out a bit. Or you can remove it, but I'm just gonna loosen it out to get it out of the way. See? So I'm on this side and I'm gonna start the period stitch with delicates. You just continue like there is no thread on the way. Just going through the sticking out beads. Make sure you pull your thread nice and tight so it sits snug around the pearl once you've finished. So see, we're past the thread, okay? So you just finish your beading, and when you want to get rid of the tails, just remove the stop bead and hide that thread in between the beads. And that's it. This is the one we made. Look how gorgeous it is. Very simple thing, but you just end up with such a great component that you can do with all sorts of things. You can make your own stuff, but don't worry, I will cover a lot of projects where you can use this in the future. So here it is with white pearl. Here I used the golden pearls with red, and then here is the fire polish. Same process, it just looks a bit oval rather than round. And here is with faceted white round. I didn't really like this one too much, but the bead inside is very old, so it might be a bit wonky. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.